Oh, so sad. I hope he didn't die in his bedroll. Can't have that, because that's where I'll be sleeping.
This is the story of Falling Awake, a paranoid parable taking place during the events of Oblivion's Shivering Isles DLC. When heading up the stairs to the Choosy Beggar, the only eating and drinking establishment located in Bliss, New Sheoth, we happen upon a Breton named Amiable Fanrian, who is constantly cowering out front, arms warding off an unknown vexation. When approached, he simply sulks.
Can't sleep at home, so I just walk around. Can't sleep.
As he spends the bulk of his time apparently locked into one of his paranoid fits, Fanrian's fellow townsfolk have noticed the deranged Breton, and when asked for rumours or during conversation, they can be overheard saying,
Amiable Fanrian thinks his house is going to fall in on him.
I've heard he can't even sleep. He's so afraid. That amiable Fanrian is afraid of his own shadow.
Even outside New Sheoth, in the many villages and settlements, people will say,
There's a man in Bliss who believes his own house will collapse around him.
That's amiable Fanrian. He can barely sleep because of it.
Congruently, due to his cowering package taking precedence over other actions, a slew of recorded dialogue is never heard in-game. When you or other citizens get near Fanrian, he was supposed to say,
Can't sleep. The walls, they'd fall on me. Can't have that. I must be ready to run out at a moment's notice. Can't sleep. I wish I could find a spot to sleep where the walls won't collapse on me. Can't have that.
Following Fanrian inside his house, we find the palatial space rather empty. Cobwebs and disuse have taken its toll on the first floor at least. Ascending the stairs to the second floor, we approach Amiable inside his luxurious private quarters, albeit uninvited, where we indeed learn why he refuses to sleep in his bed.
Hello. Don't mind me. I'm a little tired. Can't sleep at home, you know. The walls, they aren't safe.
The walls aren't safe. They look pretty sturdy to me.
Don't you know? You don't, do you? Well, it's lucky you met me. Here, you've been walking around as if nothing could happen.
You're right. I had no idea the walls were so dangerous. Say, why don't you just sleep outside then?
Well, there's an idea. Why didn't I think of that? But where would I sleep? I need some place to sleep. I've seen some people sleeping out on the street, but they huddle too close to the walls. I need someplace safe. I can't just sleep anywhere. There are walls and statues and all sorts of things that can fall on me. Can't have that. Nope. But if you find me a good place to sleep, a safe place, outside, I'll reward you.
This begins the quest, Falling Awake, and we can further query, you'll give me a reward for finding your place to sleep outside?
Oh, don't tease me. It's serious. I could die. We all could die. Please, help find a safe spot outside to sleep where the walls won't come crashing down. See you later. This is your last warning. Get out or I'll call the guards and have you arrested.
We then note in our journal, Amiable Fanrian has asked me to find him some place to sleep outside. I should find someone who sleeps outside and ask for their help in finding a good place to sleep outside. I guess. Outside in the streets, open air, we cast our mind back to all of the bedrolls that we'd happened upon previously, and remember a slew back in the damp streets of the dementia-controlled Crucible. Sloshing our way through Crucible's back street, knee-deep in filth, we find one of the local madmen napping in a reinforced hole in the wall. Wondering if this will do for old Fanrian, the napping Bosma springs to his feet, blathering,
I'll calicrack the findu. I will! You tear it at it!
Is that another language, or is that gibberish? Look, I have a friend who wants to sleep outside in trade for his house. Savvy?
Fend no dopidity. Comunse to Uungor. Uungor comunse he no dilioretetic. That he meant it fine. But Uungor is very dilioretetic. Oversit me? Uungor Comunses he bye-bye. Comunse with Uungor. Are you identifying me? Comunse with Uungor. Give friend opidity in Uungor's domitilu. Gal burst in it.
Although admittedly we didn't understand Bolwing's jargon, one name we did pick up was Uungor, and we can also return to Bolwing if we're in possession of Big Head's charm or far enough in the main quest where suddenly we'd understand.
Fribble, just frib... Wait, you can understand me? Lovely. It's been too long since I was able to have a nice chat with someone. What a pleasant surprise. Previously, it was only poor Big Head who seemed to understand me. And he's always in such a lather about that fork.
I was actually looking for somewhere for amiable Fanrian to sleep, and you'd previously mentioned Uungor, was it?
Anything I can do to help you. Really, you should speak with Uungor. He doesn't want to be here anyway. Poor fellow believes himself sane. I'm sure it will be sufficient. Poor Uungor. So misunderstood. And I know what that's like. Good luck in your endeavor, my friend. Take care. Come back for a chat whenever you have the chance.
Congruently, when leaving Bolwing to his slumber, we can head up the muddy stream and see to our right the dog-loving Bisha, who rouses.
Speak, madman.
Hey, I've got this friend in Mania. He's dog-tired, and Bolwing told me that Uungor would trade places with him. What do you think?
Go talk to Uungor. He's always talking about leaving anyway. Your friend can sleep where Uungor does now. Get him to leave sooner than later, and your friend can sleep sooner than later. Watch it though. Dogs don't like the smell of him. You're no fun. I bet you don't like dogs.
Hurt by Bisha's inaccurate assertion, we note in our journal, I've been directed to Uungor as a likely candidate to give up his sleeping spot for amiable. Now to locate supposedly the only man or mer that claims to be sane in Mania. Heading to the main town square where amiable predictably cowers, we look up the stairs to our right and find, nestled in a nook, a sleeping Bosma. But is he far enough away from the walls, we wonder? Giving this Uungor a prod, he wakes to greet.
I don't belong here. I'm not crazy, not like the rest of them. They watch me, you know, waiting for me to go crazy. But I won't. Nope.
Tell me then, how do you feel about sleeping outside with all these crazy people watching?
It's just one more way they try to get me to get all special in the head, right? Make me sleep outside and everything. I don't belong here, really. What I would do for a warm bed. Soon I'll be leaving here. As soon as I can figure out how to leave without them noticing.
Well, perfect opportunity here for you. I know a man who doesn't want to sleep in his bed. In fact, he wants a bedroll out in the open air. What do you think?
Why would he want to sleep in a bedroll and give me his bed? Sounds queer. I bet it's just another trick to get my head all twisted round. Trade places? A bed under a roof for a bedroll under the stars? Sure. I don't trust you. Goodbye.
The apprehensive Bosma then wanders off, and our journal updates. Uungor doesn't trust me enough to agree to switch sleeping accommodations with amiable Fanrian. I need to make him more disposed to the idea. Maybe one of the others knows something that will work. We then bump into a weary amiable who complains to an unimpressed guard.
Can't sleep at home, so I just walk around. Can't sleep.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Turning to the beleaguered Breton, he questions.
Have you found me a safe place outside to sleep yet?
Not yet. circling a certain skitchy elf at the moment, but, well, never mind.
Remember, walk lightly and always look up.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Speaking of treading lightly, Amiable may want to take his own advice, as when we return to the demented denizens of Crucible.
Blessings, citizen.
Their methods of dealing with the tortured Amiable quickly become more underhanded, deranged, violent, even psychotic. As nestled under the stairs is local Breton Glurolros, who promptly begins to barter.
Wanna buy a stick? I got a fresh one right here. No? Then what can I do for you?
No sticks for me today, my good man. I have this friend over in Mania who can't sleep, and he wants a Bosma Uungor's bedroll, but Uungor won't budge. Do you have anything in your bag of sticks to help, perchance?
Your friend ain't sleeping, eh? You could buy one of me sticks. A dream stick, yes? Hit him over the head. Knock him into dreamland. No? Oh, here's a notion for you. Uungor really gets on us nerves. You could kill or persuade himself to leave. Run him through, or run him out, I mean. Yeah, get rid of him. Then your friend can sleep outside, in Uungor's bed. The young folk just don't appreciate a good stick anymore.
Now we are posited with two decisions, to either remove Uungor forcibly or to spare him and to pacify him in some way. Now obviously, as stated before, we could just up his disposition, but the quest has urged us to leverage the beggar network. And so we return to Bliss, to stumble upon a potential unexpected solution. As we step through the gate, we happen upon the final beggar, a food-oriented Fimian.
No apples. Don't like apples. Got mutton.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Fritters. Fimian gone. Bye-bye. Go find pumpkin. Hi.
Hey there, Fimian, before you get that pumpkin, can I talk to you for a minute?
Fimian hungry. Got food? Sweet cakes? Sausages?
Oh yes, Fimian, I can get you food. But first, Uungor has a bedroll. Amiable Fanrian wants bedroll. How to get bedroll?
Yes? I have idea for you. But first sweet roll for Fimian. Sweet roll for Fimian. Idea for you. Sweet roll.
Gods damn it. I don't have a sweet roll for you, sorry.
No sweet roll for Fimian? No answer to problem. Fimian gone. Bye-bye. Go find pumpkin.
Wow, he's really not going to break on that sweet roll, is he? Well, I guess we're going to have to go find a sweet treat. But where? As if an answer to all our prayers as we head up the stairs to the main square of Bliss, we smell something divine and follow the scent into the large double doors of an abode of one Rendil Drarara. Stepping into the Drarara residence, we turn left immediately, engulfed in the tantalizing, sickly, sweet aromas permeating the kitchen. Amidst all of the Shivering Isles delicacies that Rendil seems to be experimenting with, we find to our left on a shelf Fimian's coveted sweet rolls. Moving to leave, we're spellbound for a moment by the sumptuous ingredients and are surprised by a voice. No, a predatory hunger that appears out of thin air and knowingly purrs to our right.
Is that fresh bread I smell?
As he menacingly steps closer, we think of hitting him over the head with a smoked ballywog leg. Instead, he introduces
Rendil Drarara, chef extraordinaire at your service. You haven't truly eaten a decent meal until you've had my strawberry harava, green moat, lime surprise, and spiderling under glass. Goodbye.
Drarara then manically stirs his concoction, only pausing to taste it, but never breaking eye contact. Realizing this man is not only a genius in the culinary arts, but probably trying to hypnotize us, we escape semi-unmolested. By his bedroll in a back alley of bliss, we find a hungry Fimian who questions.
Hi. Fimian hungry. Got food? Sweet cakes? Sausages?
Actually, yes. Here, take this sweet roll.
Sweet roll for Fimian. Yummy and dummy. Answer for you. Problem solved. Uungor, he say no crazy. But he is. He say he going. Away. Far. Your friend sleep there when Uungor goes. But Fimian no think Uungor really leave. You make Uungor go away faster. He won't leave without his lucky grapes. Can't eat them. I tried. Give back to him. If he still no go, make Uungor crispy with fire spell. Then glaze. Then eat him like a giant sweet roll. Sweet roll. Fimian gone. Bye-bye. Go find Pumpkin.
With the beggar Bosma's help, our quest updates. Fimian gave me Uungor's lucky grapes. I should bring them to him. Returning to Ungor's bedroll in the dead of night, he rouses at the sound of our presence.
What is it now?
I found something that might help you trust me, Uungor. I have your lucky grapes.
I've been looking for those. I thought Fimian stole them thinking he could eat them, but I could never prove it. Thank you for returning them.
Now, you've got your lucky grapes, you're all sorted. Are you now ready to switch beds?
Well, it sounds fishy, but I suppose I can trust you. I'm sure I'll regret this later, but yeah. Sure, fine. I'm tired of sleeping outside. Tell him I'll sleep in his bed, and he can sleep in mine. I'm leaving. I've got to find a way out of here.
With grapes in hand, we've struck an accord with Uungor, and we note in our journal, Uungor has agreed to switch beds with amiable Fanrian. I should return to Amiable and tell him the good news. Heading down the stairs to the main courtyard of bliss, we find a flinching Fanrian awaiting our arrival, and he questions.
Have you found me a safe place outside to sleep yet?
Yes, I have, Amiable. Though it took a little bit of detective work, I found your bedroll just up the stairs, under the stars, no less.
You found a place for me to sleep? Outside under the stars, too small to fall and hurt me? Excellent, excellent. Tell me more.
It's quite simple, really. You're going to switch sleeping places with Uungor, he's going to take your house, and you're sorted.
Really? And it's a safe place? Not at the bottom of a tall wall? Oh, that's a great idea. That sounds perfect. Well, I guess if he's not afraid of the walls falling on him, he won't care when they do. Can't save everyone, can we?
Speaking of not being able to save everybody, before we collect our reward, let's explore Amiable's reaction if we killed Uungor instead. Slashing Ungor's corpse off the bedroll, our quest would similarly update. Uungor is dead. Amiable Fanrian can now use his bedroll to sleep in. I should go tell Amiable the good news. But first, we lift off Ungor's corpse, his slack cloth pants, unique threadbare shirt and a drinking cup. After which, an expectant Amiable would question again.
Have you found me a safe place outside to sleep yet?
Oh yes, sleep on Ungor's bedroll. He won't be needing it anymore. He's dead.
Oh, so sad. I hope he didn't die in his bedroll. Can't have that, because that's where I'll be sleeping. But it's not at the bottom of a tall wall, so that means I can sleep without waking up under a pile of rubble. Or worse, waking up dead.
The only difference of killing Uungor or sparing him seemingly the weight on our consciences, Amiable feels no remorse, and we still receive the same reward, in which he remembers.
Oh yes, my pardons. But what can I give you? Oh, here, take this scroll. I was going to use it when the walls fell on me and I got trapped, but now I don't need it anymore.
This completes the quest, falling awake, and we receive the scroll Burst of Might, boasting Fortify Strength and Endurance 100 points for 5 seconds on self, and Shield 100% for 5 seconds on self. So now that we've received our reward and Amiable gets his bedroll, why then would we argue to kill him? Well, when approaching Fanrian at his bedroll, he greets.
I'm Amiable Fanrian. Sorry, can't talk. Got to move on. It's not safe here. The walls are about to collapse. You'd best get moving, friend. Remember, walk lightly and always look up.
Proving no matter our labours to aid Fanrian, he's doomed to suffer his insomnia eternally. And as we tragically learned from Hirus Cladumnus during his quest in Crucible, linked at the end of this video, Shag Korath has decreed that any citizen of the Isles ending their torment is sent to a very dismal hill for all eternity. The story of its victims also linked at the end of this video. So it can heavily be argued the kindest option in our case is to free Fanrian from his torment by making the ground his final resting place. However, while Fanrian doesn't carry any weapons, he definitely isn't harmless, as Amiable is one of the most capable mages in the Isles and is able to cast an incredible array of high-powered spells as seen on screen. Begging the case, perhaps the developers gifted his Scroll of Might to us, in case we wish to tangle with the demented Breton.
To arms! To arms! Die, cur!
If instead of succumbing to the slew of spells slung by the insidious sorcerer, we had killed the oddly affably named Amiable, a grave would appear in New Shaelth's graveyard reading, Amiable Fanrian, fallen before the walls did. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with more Oblivion videos. And if you want to support the channel in a more personal way, consider becoming a Patreon supporter. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, Traveller.